Well, new plans are worked out to clear out one of the valley's main flood drainage systems. The International Boundary and Water Commission said it is moving ahead with them after studying the floods from last June. Channel 5's Kristen Von Pricing reports.
The Arroyo, Colorado is one of the big drainage systems for the valley. It gets water out of valley cities. It starts up in the Mission area and it takes it all the way to the Gulf. Now the IBWC, which maintains it, says it's got to do more to make sure that the water is flowing freely. The levees, meant to protect the public from high floodwaters, and the Arroyo, Colorado, a natural waterway used to direct water out of the valley, sits by this mobile home park between Weslaco and Mercedes. The few winter Texans who were here this past June had a front row seat of all the water being diverted around them.
It goes all the way through Mercedes and comes out on under 77 there between Raymondville and Coleman.
Harry Weaver says the floodway was tested even more several years earlier when floodwaters from Mexico rolled through.
Get up any higher, you might wash us away too.
The government says it's time to clean out this waterway. Along the Arroyo, Colorado, there's a lot of vegetation right now. The IBWC says it's too much. Palm trees, canes, grasses, they say that they're going to come in here and remove some of it. After studying the effects of the June flood, the IBWC, which maintains the Arroyo, decided they need to remove vegetation and sediment from the river to increase the flow. The sediment will be scooped up from the riverbed. The IBWC says they're now working out plans with local cities that'll help get it done. For residents,
don't come any higher.
especially the ones living close to the levee, they want to see the floodway working efficiently. The IBWC says it's going to be discussing its study and the details for the plan to maintain the Arroyo, Colorado at its meeting it's going to have on Wednesday here in the valley. Along the Arroyo, Colorado, Kristen Von Pricing, Channel 5 News at 6.
And the federal agency that works on flood control in the valley will soon release some new findings from the June floods. But the IBWC wants members of the public to hear the results of the study at a meeting which is scheduled for this week. Officials will talk about how they use the Arroyo, Colorado floodway to get water out of residential areas last year during the June floods. The public can also comment on upcoming projects. That meeting will take place on Wednesday this week from 3 to 5 p.m. at the IBWC office in Mercedes.